I'm going to say it right now. It's not that I want this to happen, but I think Google is going to buy Uber. Um, yeah, I don't want it to happen. I'd rather see Uber be an independent company for some time to come. But I do think with Waymo being worth or going out and raising money at 100 billion, and Google is looking at that saying, hey, we got to compete with Elon. That's a big task. He's going to have all this manufacturing. If we have Waymo plus Uber, we don't have to change any behavior. We have Google Maps, we have Waymo, we have all these other partnerships. I think the only way for Waymo to compete with Tesla right now is to partner with Uber. And so I think that's what's going to happen. And then they'll spin it out, or it'll just become part of the Google flagship, and they'll have all that revenue inside of Google. It's
Sure.
a crazy
It's a lot of
prediction,
money.
but Sergey's been spending a lot of time in Washington, D.C.
Hmm.
You see pictures of him there all the time, and this is the window. If you got a big M&A deal you want to get done, the next 2 years is your window.
So there's a stack forming here, which is compute, self-driving, and internet connectivity. And
Yep,
Amazon has Project Leo, previously
yep,
Kuiper, it's a Starlink competitor, Zoox, and
yep,
AWS.
yep,
Tesla has XAI, Robotaxi, and Starlink, roughly
yep.
inside the Elon verse. And Google, in your idea here, would have, the self-driving stuff really well sorted out and the compute, but they don't have a competing, satellite connectivity project. And I wonder if that's going to become a real
Easy
detriment
to
to
buy.
Microsoft.
Yeah, easy
Well,
to rent. Yeah. I
really?
don't think you need to own that. Connectivity is
Okay.
everywhere, so you could, just do a deal for 5G in all these cars, or you can do a deal with Starlink, or you could do a deal with and I think Google, by the way, was one of the major investors in SpaceX, so they have a huge position. I think it's no problem with them using Starlink or the Kepler project or whatever it is out of Amazon. I don't think that piece of the stack is going to be the hard one. I think the remaining hard piece is going to be building a network that has all the regs in every country. That's a hard task. Google has done that hard task. Tesla's done it where they sell cars, but it's just hard. Regulations in 10,000 cities, 20,000 cities, in 100 different countries is hard. And then manufacturing of cars is the other hard part. So I
Very,
think
very hard.
Volkswagen, Toyota, one of these car companies is going to come up for sale, or, um, that's a possibility too. I don't know that it's necessary because there seem to be contract manufacturers who could build this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if like Zoox, um, just has the same people who build Xiaomi cars build
Hmm.
them at scale. But that is the massive competitive advantage of Tesla is they can pump out 3 million cars a year, and Elon can just say, instead of these 2.7 million cars, I just want
Let's make
2.7 million
exactly.
robotaxis, and next year I want 5 million. So back to that 50 million a year, you could see robotaxi being 10, 20, 30% of that number. If you watch the video version of the pod on YouTube, you've probably noticed that Alex and I have radiant, beautiful skin. I don't like to talk about it, but we all see it, right? And that's not just a genetic accident. It's because of our newest partner, Caldera Lab. They've spent years developing and testing skincare products specifically for men, and they make your skin feel smoother and healthier. It gives you a more youthful experience, and who doesn't want that? When you're getting up there in your late 30s like me, you get this puffiness around your eyes, maybe even dark circles like I have. But Caldera's eye serum makes your skin more resilient and leaves me looking well rested, even when my sleep number, sometimes it dips a bit, right? I only get 6 or 7 hours. So it's time to elevate your skincare routine with Caldera. Head to calderalab.com/twist and use the code TWIST at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's CALDERALAB.com/twist. calderalab.com/twist.